Prepare to be shocked and awed as we delve into China's mind-blowing $100 billion megaproject that's sending shockwaves through Australia's business world. Welcome to this exciting video on the latest developments in China's massive $100 billion project that has sent shockwaves through Australia. The Chinese government's ambitious project aims to connect China to the world through a series of infrastructure initiatives, including a massive new port and rail network in Australia. But this mega-project is not without controversy. Australia is concerned about the potential impact on its economy, security, and sovereignty. With tensions rising between China and Australia, this project is causing alarm bells to ring in the highest echelons of the government. In this video, we'll delve into the details of this bizarre project and explore the potential implications for Australia and the rest of the world. So buckle up and join us on this fascinating journey into one of the most controversial projects of our time. Are you aware that China has won iron ore mining rights worth a stunning $100 billion? This extraordinary accomplishment was done when Australia withdrew its collaboration, allowing China to assume the lead in this field. And China is not about to slow down anytime soon. They are already making substantial headway in creating a gigantic mine in Guinea, which is projected to be operational in just a few years, by 2025 to be exact. It's no secret that China has the world's second largest economy, yet you might be surprised to learn that its industrial technology is inadequate. That is why China demands so much iron ore each year, and this new discovery in Guinea will likely play a big role in supplying that demand. To say the least, the relationship between China and Australia has been turbulent in recent decades. As a result, China is looking for methods to minimize its reliance on Australian resources like iron ore, and it appears that their efforts have paid off, since Guinea recently granted China mining rights to the Guinea Simandou iron mine, which was formerly owned by Australia. Guinea's actions has startled Australia, and the German media has even gone so far as to call China quite lucky. It's not difficult to understand why. The Guinea Simandou iron mine has about 1 billion tons of iron ore valued at over $200 billion. The implications of Guinea's actions are far-reaching, and it remains to be seen how they will affect the relationship between China and Australia. But one thing is certain, China is taking aggressive efforts to protect its future, and this recent action is only one illustration of their commitment. Before we proceed further and explore this mysterious multi-billion-dollar project, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons below to stay updated about latest videos. Now let's continue. Guinea's generosity to China has been absolutely amazing, with a contribution worth more than $100 billion. But the issue remains, why did Guinea opt to sever relationships with Australia and hand over mining rights to China? The explanation rests in China's extraordinary contributions to African development, with Guinea standing out as a significant beneficiary. Consider, for example, China's attempt to build the Kalita Water Conservation Project. This project not only solved Guinea's long-standing water issues, but it also supplied energy to local communities. Furthermore, Guinea may now export power to neighboring nations, producing substantial international financial flows. However, China's contributions do not stop there. They also assisted in the construction of a railway, which has allowed Guinea's fast development of trade. In return, Guinea has granted China access to its natural resources, most notably the Simandou iron mine. The Guinea Simandou iron mine is a major changer in the world iron ore market. Despite its location in the country's southeast, far from the port, the mine's massive iron ore resources are regarded as a key impact on worldwide supply and demand patterns. Countries throughout the world recognize the mine's significance on the international market. According to the survey team, the Guinea Simandou iron mine has proved iron ore reserves above 2.25 billion tons, with total reserves possibly surpassing 10 billion tons. Furthermore, the mine's grade is between 66 and 67%, ranking it among the greatest in the world in terms of quality. It's no wonder that the Guinea Simandou iron mine is a highly sought-after asset in the mining business. According to a survey, 3 businesses hold the mine: Rio Tinto with 45%, China Chinalco 40%, and the Ghanaian government 15%. This demonstrates how the industry's major companies recognize the importance of the Guinea Simandou iron mine. Furthermore, China, the world's top iron ore importer, has imported an astounding 75 million tons of iron ore every month since 2015. With such a high demand, it's apparent that the Guinea Simandou iron mine plays a critical part in satisfying it. Did you know that China relies significantly on imported iron ore, with Australia and Brazil being its main suppliers? In reality, China buys 724 million tons of iron ore from Australia each year, accounting for over 70% of all iron ore imports. Furthermore, China imports 205 million tons of iron ore for Brazil, accounting for around 19% of total imports. But hold on, there's more. Despite its reliance on imported iron ore, China has a potential alternative, the Guinea Simandou iron mine. This mine can extract 100 million tons of iron ore each year, considerably alleviating China's iron ore import issue. Moreover, this development can provide China with more bargaining power in the international iron ore market and allow it to reverse its previously passive position. Rio Tinto's headquarters in Melbourne, Australia, are a well-known emblem of the company's global dominance in the iron ore mining industry. Rio Tinto purchased a mining firm in northern Australia in 2000, positioning itself as one of the world's top 3 iron ore conglomerates. As a result, Australia has a tiny but important 8% stake in Guinea's Simandou iron mine, which has the potential to be valued at more than $160 billion and contains an estimated 800 million tons of iron ore. However, Guinea has grown dissatisfied with Rio Tinto and the Win Alliance's inability to fulfill a 35-year infrastructure deal made in March 2022 to develop a railway and port for the export of iron ore from Simandou. Despite several warnings, these firms have done nothing. Guinea has now issued a definitive notification that if the project is not completed within the agreed timeframe, Rio Tinto and Win Alliance risk losing their mining rights in Guinea. Rio Tinto's loss of mining rights to the Simandou iron mine in Australia was an expensive miscalculation. Not only does Australia lose the rights, but it also has to pay Guinea tens of billions of euros in liquidated damages. Furthermore, the costs of transferring employees and machinery to Australia are substantial. The problem is exacerbated by Guinea's desire to give mining rights to China rather than protect Australia's interests. While Guinea has abundant natural resources, technological restrictions make it impossible to sustain its own mining activities, much alone transfer them to a sophisticated country like Australia. The United States believes that Australia has paid roughly $100 billion as a result of this judgment. It's crucial that action is taken to rectify this mistake and prevent further loss of valuable resources. China may lack iron or mining knowledge, but it is ready to educate Guinea and has earned their confidence by giving low pricing and free aid in the construction of railways and ports. Guinea came to the conclusion that only China can be trusted and hence chose to hand over Australia's mining rights to China. This decision benefits China since the Guinea Simandou iron mine has the capacity to produce more than 100 million tons of iron ore per year, satisfying China's iron ore demands and supporting the development of its industry. While China now imports 80% of its iron ore, how much of it comes from mines in which China has an interest in is unknown. According to Kurtz, finding customers outside of Australia may be difficult for China. Nonetheless, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance that has the potential to impact the next 5 years. In addition to Simandou, which is planned to have a production capacity of 100 million metric tons of iron ore starting in 2025 or 2026, China is expanding its relationship with Guinea by exploring and developing additional projects. Simandou is a West African chain of hills with the world's largest untapped iron ore deposits, giving it a big prospect for China's iron ore aspirations. Other projects in Guinea include Kalia and Zagoda, which will have a combined capacity of more than 20 megatons and are expected to be operational by the end of 2023. China's interest in Guinea's iron ore potential is obvious in its own support for a consortium that just won a $14 billion contract to develop a section of the Simandou project. China has been expanding its links with African countries and has been South Africa's top commercial partner for more than a decade. Thank you for watching our video on the 100 billion China mega project that has shocked Australia. As you've seen, this project has stirred up controversy and concern among many Australians. But now we want to hear from you. What are your thoughts on this project and its potential impact on Australia? Do you think it will bring economic benefits or pose a threat to Australia's sovereignty? Let us know in the comments below.